we just got set up just a little bit ago at Over the Moon Farmstead, which is our 5th harvest host, and this one is beautiful. I think you can see the mountains behind me. So we're looking forward to this one. It's cool and windy, so we should be able to stay nice and comfortable without the generator on, and stay here overnight on our way to Maine. After months of anticipation, Chris and I arrived in Scarborough, Maine in mid-August. With 24 nights booked at the Wild Duck Adult Campground and never having been to Maine, we couldn't wait to get settled and look around. Unfortunately, we discovered that Southern Maine in the summer, especially before Labor Day, is very, very crowded. Lots of traffic and people, all there for the beaches. It wasn't until we drove down US 1 through towns like Biddeford and Kennebunk that we started to see some of the small towns and architecture we had been expecting from Maine. We made it to Ogonquit this morning, Marginal Walk. It's beautiful.
It's hot.
It's hot. The breeze feels great, but it is hot in the sun. But I'm glad we made it out today to get to see this before we left.
Yeah, beautiful day, beautiful scenery.
It's a little bit more of what I expected Southern Maine to look like. Yeah. It's very pretty.
Now headed back to camp.
Yeah. Yes. Perkins Cove in Ogonquit was pretty, as was the Marginal Way walking path with its rocky coastline leading to the Gulf of Maine. But it wasn't long before we headed back to the camper and the campground. Our site at Wild Duck really was our refuge from the crowds and traffic, especially with the way it overlooked the marsh of Cascade Brook and the Scarborough River. We loved watching the white egrets outlined against the trees in the distance as they continuously shifted then settled on different fishing spots in the marsh. Any traffic noise from Highway 9 leading to Pine Point Beach was just white noise in the distance, often drowned out by the disgruntled quacking of the ducks in the pond behind us. And the salt-scented breeze coming in off the marsh reminded us of the importance of appreciating every minute of this journey, even when things aren't quite what we expected. There's beauty everywhere when we just remember to look for it, and I'm glad that Maine reminded us of that.
That's all I'm gonna cover.
Yeah. That was a yellow jacket. That was not a bee. Yellow jackets don't count as bees. Year. Full-time travel on the road, 365 days.
With that.
So, and this one too. He's not always funny, by the way. I can see that little hamster, just that little chipmunk gerbil. We don't know.
What?
I was gonna say we don't use gerbil. because people do bad things with gerbils or little rodent.
That you start with. I don't care what you start with right now.
I feel like my seat partner is Bailey.
Yeah, she is, definitely is.
We are
See what I have to deal with.
so